Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Ogo Royalty. Today we're going to talk about reinvention and how can one reinvent themselves. Self-reinvention or reinventing or self-elevation, it simply means to transform yourself, your personality, your appearance, and your way of thinking or a way of doing things. One can be able to do self-reinvention or reinvent themselves soon as they realize that they are not at the stage in which they hope to be at this point. Or maybe there is a change in your life. Maybe you just have a new employment. Maybe you just been married. Maybe you just been engaged, or maybe you have engaged someone. Self-reinvention can come anytime. Whenever one decides to reinvent, one decides to leave the bad habits. Whenever one starts the journey of self-transformation. Since reinvention means different things to different people, this simply means that there is no formula to reinvent yourself. There is no standard in which one can adopt. There is no roadmap that one can take and say, I'm on my path to reinvention. You check what is needed of you to change, which part of your life you like to transform. And I believe that reinvention simply means you are reinventing something that is already there. You are just enhancing some of the things, some of the qualities that you already have, or maybe you are adapting to a new style, which I think that will be called elevation. That will be a topic for another day, but today we are focused on reinvention. Doing something that is already there, maybe rediscovering yourself or rediscovering some of the things that you never thought you were able to do. And by the way, you guys, reinvention is hard, reinvention is tough. Especially you guys, if you're doing it to please other people, if you're not doing it for yourself, you're going to come across people that are going to question your identity. People that are going to say you changed since you started doing a certain behavior. Your change no longer available for us. Those are the hard truth of reinvention, because it means you do away with your old habits, you adapt to the new ones, which are going to help you to elevate yourself to a certain level in which you want to see yourself in the future. That means there are relationships, there are friendships that's going to be left behind. Now I will come to career reinvention. Now with me, you guys, like I always say, I'm a cost and management accounting graduate, and professionally I'm employed as a secretary or the PA to the chief financial officer. And by the way, you guys, I used to believe that by any means I'm not fit for that position. From day one when I entered that office, I had the mentality that I wasn't fit for the office. I didn't qualify to be there. I was made to be in another office doing the calculations and dealing with money, dealing with procurement and many other things, but definitely not being a PA. That way, you guys, I was mostly miserable at work, and that way, you guys, nobody actually taught me how to perform the duties of a secretary. And one day, you guys, when I realized that the situation for me was not going to change anytime soon, yes, I was getting backlashed, yes, I was getting a lot of criticism in the beginning, but you guys, the day I decided I'm not going to be a victim, I'm not going to allow other people to always have something to say about my performance at work, I decided I'm going to reinvent and I'm going to get better at my work. What I did was to go through the internet. I checked what were the duties of the secretary, and I checked how to write letters, how to write reports, how to prepare an agenda, and how to write a minute, what to include in a minute, how to entirely run the office. So that way, you guys, it was a career reinvention. And I'm actually glad to say, from where I started to this day, you guys, there is a very big improvement. And I would like to thank God for also giving me the skill of being creative. That way, you guys, I'm able to do a lot of things that other secretaries do. And I can even do more because I'm one creative person. And you guys, like I always say that I'm an introvert, I'm a shy person. I like to spend most of the time by myself. I'm one person that could not speak in the public without having a shaky voice, without sweating. Sometimes, you guys, I do rehearse in the house. I do rehearse in my bedroom. I do talk alone in this house as if I'm presenting to someone else. That way, it makes it easier for me to even present and to participate in spaces where there are a lot of people that I know, people that I don't know. That way, it makes it even easier for me to even share the skill whenever I'm able to, with confidence, without having a voice that is so shaky. And you guys, another part in which I became aware of that it was needing of an improvement, it was needing of a transformation, was my eating habit, you guys. We grew up believing the first food of the day should be the cereals, and I actually realized that every time I eat cereals during the day, I'm most likely to be more hungry. How I'm eating during the day is going to be affected by the type of cereals that I'm eating in the morning. So that way, you guys, I decided to switch up to something that are much healthier. I would just wake up in the morning and get myself some green salad, make myself bread, and do away with eating the cereals, the muesli. Those are the things that I know that they aggravate my appetite. It makes me want to eat something that is different from what I took to work. When it comes to wardrobe reinvention, you guys, I'm still in the process. I'm one person that really does not like fashion. That way, you guys, a lot of fashion comes and pass by. When it comes to clothing, you guys, I invest in the clothing that I know that they are not on trends. I can still wear them 5 years later. And by the way, you guys, I'm one person that doesn't really like a lot of color. I like my browns, I like my all shades of green and all shades of nude. And whenever I have a color, that will be one or two things. And when it comes to signature hairstyle, I think you guys, you have seen me having my high puff, and I've recently started doing high puff ever since I cut my hair after the passing of my mother. And before that, you guys, I used to not really do much about my hair. I used to just make a pushback and do a ponytail. I used to wear a lot of head wraps, and that way, you guys, I think I wasn't appreciating my hair as much as I do now. Maybe it is because I'm at a stage whereby my hormones are really fighting hard against my hair growth. It is not growing as much as it used to before. I have this hormonal imbalance, but right now, you guys, I think I have identified my signature hairstyle. Apart from the fact that here and there, when it's cold, I will put on some wigs, but definitely you already know by now that I do have a signature hairstyle, and I know most of you loves it. When it comes to facial appearance, the signature makeup look, you guys, I have not really decided on one. I just love exploring different type of looks, and you guys, I know one day I'm going to grow out of it. I'm going to have a signature look. Right now, I don't want to commit to any one look. I love color, I love makeup, I like eyeshadows, so I'm still enjoying it. So I'm still exploring and doing a different makeup looks, and I think what I can say is that, you guys, I would like to allow myself to enjoy the moment, the stage where I'm at. Over the years and over time, you guys, as part of reinvention, part of self-development, I have a certain skincare routine. There are certain products which are my staples. My L'Oreal Revitalift with retinol, that is my staple skincare product. And before that, you guys, I used to use aloe vera and omega-3. Those are the Clicks products. And by the way, you guys, I use those products for over 10 years. I've been happy with them. And you guys, for the fact that it keeps my skin looking fresh, youthful, and firm, especially in today's life, you guys, where I'm heading towards maturing age. And the fact that I developed a routine, I think it is actually helping me with my forgetfulness. I'm one person that forget a lot of things lately. Routines are the one that keeps me abreast with my daily life, are the ones that actually makes life much easier for me. So if you're one person that is always forgetting things, always procrastinate before you do things, I think starting up a routine actually be part of a very great reinvention strategy in your life. Now, in conclusion, you guys, I will say I do prioritize my looks. Like they always say, your first impression always count. If you appear like someone who's homeless, nobody is going to take you into consideration. Even if you could be the smartest man in the room, even if you can be the cleverest person ever existed in life, nobody will take you very serious. Like Hannah once said, you guys, if you don't feel good, if you don't feel confident, just pretend, girl. Nobody will know. One thing for sure, you guys, you need to fake it until you make it. Live as the person that you want to be in future until you are that person one day. You become what you always dream of the day you decided to act like one. So you guys, with that being said, those were my easy ways in which I managed to reinvent my life, in which I think any of you can do too. Reinvent your life whenever you are ready, whenever you are comfortable. Make small changes. Decide on an aesthetic if you are one person that believes in aesthetic, but if not, make the smaller changes to get to the bigger results. If you love this video, go ahead and give us a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet, and press notification button. This is Over Reality signing off.